Hey y'all, welcome back to Midnight Direct Tarot. In this reading, we're gonna be seeing what's the problem with you. Can y'all see the smoke? Girl, now we doing the YouTube hands. I'm trying to show y'all the smoke though. What's the problem with you? I'm gonna put the 4 piles on the screen and I want you to pick, and then when you pick, meet me at your reading. But keep in mind, this is general reading, so everything is not going to resonate. Take a resonance for you and leave the rest for somebody else, baby. And also, happy birthday to my Leos out there. Happy birthday. All right, power one, welcome in. Okay, power 3. So I'm telling you, I have to let this out. It gives me a freaking headache. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, first things first, we do have spiritual presence. So somebody could have I didn't mean to say spiritual presence, child. Somebody might be spiritual. This says social media presence. Somebody could have a social media presence. Don't have to. We have I'm moving on. We have the ones April and June. We have initial K. We have ego issues. We have within days, and we also have wishing you peace. Okay, so something could have happened in April or June. Somebody's birthday could be in April and June. Just think back to April and June. Is that when y'all met? Is that when some shit went down? Is that when less communication was? Only you would know. With I'm moving on, somebody could have left the other person or could feel left by the other person. Initial K is here. First, middle, last. You know, I already said ego issues, wishing you peace. So that ties into the I'm moving on, honey. Somebody's like, look, I gotta go. I'm wishing you peace, though. And we have within days. So maybe somebody's planning something within days. Maybe this is a connection where things would happen repetitively within days. Take it how it resonates for you. But within days comes up in the reading. Okay. What I want to start. Okay, now you got this hammer card. Okay, this talks about fixing something. Basically, it says sabotage and rebuild, persistence, working on and repairing. Okay, somebody could want that. Whoever you're watching this for, they could want to fix this, because majority of the cards that I pulled, I did ask like, what's their issue with you? So this could be a situation where like you stop talking to them, like you're the one that cut them off and they're not liking it, or you're the one that start keeping your distance from them. You're maybe the one that start keeping it cordial, something like that, and they're not liking it. Bottom of the deck, we have healthy choices. Okay, self-love, self-care, being happier, love in life. A random song just popped up in my head. Tonight is the night of love, together forever and ever. I'm gonna put the so it's an older song. I'm gonna put it on the screen, child. But that definitely came up. Girl, I love my freaking moon water, child. What are you doing if you don't collect moon water? Anyways, we have recharge here too. So like this is, I'm telling you, your cards literally repeat themselves. We have mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, coming back stronger. I asked when I got this, what's their issue with you? It's like it's giving you took a step back. Maybe you start taking some space from this person. That's what it's looking like. Okay, you needed a break from them, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Hell, for some of y'all, maybe financially, that was breaking your pockets, honey. Something like you needed a small break from them. And up under the deck, see, they could be perceiving this as fakeness. They don't like it. Okay, so this is either them being fake with you since you've done this and they don't like it and they're pretending like they're okay with it, or they are perceiving you as being fake. Have you ever distanced yourself from somebody and then they were like, oh, you're being fake towards me? Like, what's going on? Why are you being fake? It's like, I'm not being fake. I'm just trying to focus on myself and make healthy choices. You got healthy choices here. Make healthy choices and give myself, you know, some time to heal. Give me some self-love, some self-care. I'm trying to get myself together, you know. And they just view it as being fake. That's what it's giving. Okay, I'm gonna show you the card. Let me show you the freaking card. It says fake kindness, forced friendliness, hiding resentment behind smiles, friends and name only. Okay, so I mean, proof is in the pudding, okay? Then right next to that, we have, once again, this card. Girl, not my lipstick coming off on the card. Fake smiles. Yeah, it says saying hi behind inside, two-faced energy, watching who's smiling at you. I'm telling you, this person is, I'm telling you, this is either them or this is how they feel about you. What else comes out with that at the same, they came out at the same time, could you not? Hooked. Bottom of the deck, girl fight. So this is giving me, honestly, this person could perceive this as being like y'all have some type of, girl, they could perceive like y'all two is having some type of beef in a way. Like it's made up, but they think it's beef because like you aren't talking to them. They think they could perceive you as being fake. And it's all because they're like hooked on your energy in a way. That's first storyline. Second storyline I'm getting, some of y'all actually had an argument with this person in the past. Maybe y'all had some type of fight and they have not let that go. They hold a grudge over that, but they pretend like they're over it. They might still try to talk to you and come around, but really they're still upset about this. It says jealous vibes, arguments, and physical fight, okay? So some of that could have happened, you know, maybe y'all got into a little argument, fight or whatever, you know, for my people, my second storyliners. Yeah, and then this card, I'm not gonna lie, when I was shuffling, baby, this card plopped out. Now that I'm looking at the deck, after I got done shuffling, I pick up girl fight and it's showing itself again. So for some of y'all, this also, for some of y'all where y'all came for a romantic partner, okay? And see, I'm also getting a third storyline. For some of you, this could be a, oh, I could definitely see that. For some of y'all, this could be, for a very, very small portion of you, this could be a situation where y'all was fighting over the same person, okay? But yeah, you could know this person to maybe have some type of infection or something. I'm only saying that because this card came out twice and maybe it want to be seen so motherfucking bad. So you could know this person to have some type of sexual infection or disease or a rash or something, you know. It showed itself twice. I'm just a messenger, moving right the fuck along. Next thing we have, I want to go over this portion. We have separation and affection is twice. Look, the creator of this deck, I don't know if they know that they put this card in here twice. And then as I'm getting these, I made a mistake and revealed the addiction card. Listen, listen. I don't know if they know that they made this card twice. But I find it interesting that it's literally two different pictures, but the writing is still the same. But it came out twice, which I found very interesting because it's extremely rare. I want to say the whole time I've been reading out of this deck, which I've had since 2021. This is probably maybe I say twice. This is probably the only second time since I've had this deck and have been using it continuously in every single reading that I've gotten both cards. So this means something, okay? This means something. This person, they still hold a soft spot for you, okay? So whether this is a family member or an old friend or an ex-partner or whatever, they still hold space for you, okay? They still hold space for you. And that's the issue. Like, y'all are not as close as they want y'all to be. But for that small storyline I gave you before, where this is like a third-party situation, there you go. This person still got feelings for that person, and maybe that person left them for you, okay? Moving right the fuck along. Can't even that's for a small, teeny-tiny portion of y'all. Pride is here. Watching is here. And it's a lot of avoidance going on, too. So, yeah. I don't know. See, I feel like this is going on both ends. So, if you're watching this and you're like, well, I didn't cut them off. They distanced themselves from me. Well, I could see that as well. This kind of gives like they maybe want you to chase them a little bit because we do have pride here. And then we also have ego issues here. So if you're like, well, I'm not the one that cut them off, they stop talking to me. They want you to chase them and get up behind them. I'm not sure why. Only you would know. But if you were the person that cut them off, then that still remains here, though, that they still are feeling it, but they probably have not reached out to you just yet. They probably are just doing this little fake thing with you. They're not gonna come out and like break it down to you and tell you for right now. Like, they're not gonna do that for right now because they got too much pride. Okay. Upon the avoidance, we have fantasizing. So I mean, yeah, they probably wish you would come to them. That's probably what they wish. I asked, now this is what freaking confused me, because when I asked, okay, how do they feel towards my pal ones? We got acceptance and protecting your feelings. Oh, why the fuck am I confused? It just hit me. It just freaking hit me. No, they feel like they have to protect their feelings when it comes to you. I'm telling you, they got like ego issues and pride issues for real. Like, that shit sounds serious for them. I don't know if the way you view them or think of them or your opinions just really affects this person on a deeper level or something. But it's so bad to the point where they would rather just accept it for what it is, because they feel like that's their way of protecting their feelings. Upon their acceptance, we have jealousy. So, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fake energy. See, when you see them, probably act like they're okay, they're fine, but you probably can sense energetically that it's an issue. Okay, so everything that I'm saying, if this is the other way around, baby, just flip it. If it ain't you, it's them, baby, flip it. Flip it. I'm just a messenger. So, I want to get to this last little portion, okay? I can't remember what I asked, like what the dynamic was or whatever, but we got integration. I don't know how to pronounce this, but the word is basically subtle. It's like subtlety or something, but it's basically subtle, baby. That's what the fuck I'm finna say. Subtle. And then we have thoroughness. So I feel like this is them wondering how this might affect you, but they can't really get a clear message or clear, like they may be trying to gather clues on like how you're being affected, that they can't really get a clue of that. For a small portion of you, maybe you were put in a situation where you really weren't even supposed to, you know, quote unquote, make it out. Maybe you were put in a tough situation, but you did what you could with what you had, and that's kind of like got them a little confused in a way, because through it all you still made it out, just for a small portion of them. But we also have mystery, concealment, and illusion. So I mean, that's part of the issue too, because I did, you know, ask that. That's what it is. Like, they're confused. They can't figure you out in a way. They're not as close to you as they would like to be. What's out of this potion? Yeah, you seem very strong to them, and they don't understand like how you are getting the tools to do what you're doing. They're confused by that. You could have connections too with like maybe friends or a group of people or maybe something like that, and it's like they want to know, like, I guess the inside of what's going on within that dynamic. I don't know, it's something about that though. Something about you being put together and they don't know what's going on. They're confused by it, like, I guess from the outside looking in, and they are basically wanting to be nosy and know what's going on, like what's the dynamic and how you making this happen and how you doing and all of that, and you know, whatever with you. Also left out this portion, I asked also how are they feeling towards you out of my other deck. We have miracle, service, confusion, and bittersweet. Okay, you made this person happy, believe it or not. I don't know if you were doing things for them with the service card and they view that as a big miracle in their life or something like that. But confusion here, it has me wondering if you were the one to cut the cords, like maybe that's why they're confused. Like, they don't know why you stopped talking to them. Maybe they wanted to leave you in a state of confusion for some of you. But confusion is here, and then at the bottom of that we have bittersweet. So it makes me think that maybe y'all got off on the wrong foot. Maybe y'all, I don't, if not got off on the wrong foot, it still has me thinking that everything between you and whoever you came to this reading for, everything was not all peaches and cream. Everything was not all peaches and cream. Y'all had good moments, you had bad moments. So it's not like a situation where you can just cut this. Well, this is from their perspective. Let me stop. This is from their perspective. It's not a situation where they can stop talking to you and just feel like, well, I don't care. They weren't doing anything for me anyway, and they weren't doing this because of trouble and that. This is not one of them situations. Like, y'all had y'all bad times, but they have no choice but to think about the good times too. Especially with service being here and miracle, it's almost as if you weren't necessarily an evil person in their life. You weren't necessarily a bad person in their life. Y'all just had your moments. It's gonna be different for everybody watching. But for those of you where this resonates, then baby, this for you. Just keep watching, honey. And we have workaholic at the bottom of the deck. I mean, not at the bottom of the deck. We have bittersweet at the bottom of the deck. But upon that, we have workaholic. So maybe you've been elevating your life in a way. Working towards things, doing better and growing. But this also ties into the other storyline I gave you in a way as well. They put you in a situation where you weren't supposed to have anything. They left you with scraps. And you found a way to climb up out of that and do what you could. They could be feeling a way about that as well. Or maybe having some type of regret because now they seen how you came out on the other side. But moving right along, as I asked what's the dynamic between you two, because I'm wondering, like, are y'all talking or you not? What's going on? Let's see. It's giving somebody gave up on it. Somebody just said, you know what, fuck it. And it don't even give like it was no beef or nothing. It just gave like somebody got tired of maybe getting backstabbed, or if not backstabbed, somebody maybe got tired of being lied to, cheated on for some of y'all. Somebody just got tired of feeling betrayed in a way or let down. Like the other person didn't have their back. Somebody's patience grew very, very thin. And it wasn't a situation where you just felt the need, or they felt the need, whichever one of y'all it is. But if it felt like a situation where somebody didn't feel the need to fight for this no more, and somebody just said, fuck it, I'm finna step out on faith. I don't know how life is going to look without this person in my life, and I quite frankly don't give a fuck. I need my peace back. Amen. So something like that. But from that little spread, it's giving me like y'all ain't talking like that for real. Y'all not talking at all. It's looking like, maybe some of y'all are talking, but it's giving very, very distant, honey. Somebody took that leap and was like, I gotta do me. Catch you on the flip side. So then when I asked it next, what did I ask? I'm so glad I be writing this down, because girl, I be forgetting what I be asking. Y'all like my pen? Y'all like my pen? I do too, honey. Okay, it says, what's their problem with you? What's this person? Okay, what's their problem with you? Now, for some of you, this is going to be a relationship. For others of you, it's not a relationship. It's a family member or a friend that was like family. Y'all could have met families and stuff like that. Something about like a close connection. Okay, so this could have been a close connection. I got two storylines. You know how I do, honey. I got to accommodate for everybody, because it's a group, or it's a large audience watching. First storyline. This is something more platonic, maybe, possibly, just your situation. Okay, regardless, this is this was a close connection. There was a separation. Okay, this separation had to do with somebody finding out some type of information, something getting exposed. Something got out, and it left somebody feeling very guarded towards the other person. And see, I'm getting like two energies in this spread. So it's like one person went their own way and started to thrive, while the other person was left feeling insecure and shattered into pieces and ego all bruised and stuff like that, unhappy, stuff like that. That's first storyline. So that, I mean, that could have applied to, it doesn't really get that specific, I'm not gonna lie. See, okay, I'm gonna, maybe this has to do with another person. It's giving somebody's trust got broken in a way. Somebody broke the other person's trust, and maybe they let somebody else get in the middle of this. Could have let somebody else get in the middle of this. But for this person, I did ask what's their problem with you, though. So I don't know if they feel like you picked somebody else over them, and that caused them to feel all insecure, and then you just moved on with your life and start doing better while they're over there hurting. That could be the case. Second storyline I'm getting. See, now I'm confusing myself. The first storyline is what I just told you. But the second storyline is maybe this has to do with somebody else. Maybe they feel like like y'all was doing good, but you just up and left them. I don't know if you found out about some information being exposed and somebody's trust got broken, and that sort of connection apart. I don't know if somebody else is involved or something like that. Okay, I'm getting something like that. Or some type of, if somebody else is not involved and it's giving like y'all just grew distant. But maybe somebody just flipped the roles where they need to be. I'm gonna just tell my message. But somebody feels like the other person just went distant on them, went cold on them. But the whole time, it's not just going distance and not going cold. I found something out about your ass. Like, take it how it resonates. You could have found out something about them, or they could feel like they found something out about you. Take it how it resonates. Something like that, child. Okay. As I get into my next question and I say what they think you did to them, because I feel like this is important to ask as well. Because even though they might perceive you as doing this and doing that, that does not make it true. But I feel like you still have a right to know. Like, because you are wanting to know what's their problem with you. So, I asked what their problem is. That's their problem. But what do they think? What exactly do they think that you did? So it's starting to repeat itself again. Once again, for some of you, this is a family member. For others of you, this is a relationship. And then for the rest of you, this is basically what I'm trying to get across is, also this could be somebody you have to work closely with. I'm basically trying to get this across to you that this is not something where you don't really know this person that well. If this is something where you don't know this person that well, it's because, I said that wrong. If this is a situation where you don't know this person that well, then this could apply to where you have to be close to them, such as like in a work connection. Like y'all have to work together very closely, consistently all the time, or y'all have to keep in communications all the time because like maybe y'all are, work partners or something like that. Maybe y'all have to go to meetings together, y'all have to communicate often, something like that. But this is not going to be a situation where this is an associate or somebody you don't really, you weren't close to at a point in time. No, this gives, and see, it's crazy because this 4 of Wands and that 10 of Cups were both in upright. I got another storyline for some of you. For some of you, maybe this is a family situation and somebody don't like the person that the other person is with. If this is a friendship, same thing. Maybe somebody feels like a relationship or an outside connection got in the middle of this and fucked it up. Because like I'm looking at the cards, the 10 of Cups is still in upright. 4 of Wands is in upright. Well, maybe it's in upright because you do have affection here and all of this wanting to reconcile and talk again. So it's like This person still thinks very fondly of you, but it's like they feel like something got in the middle of this, something got in the way, something ruined this, something like that. So basically, I'm getting a dynamic where one person was fed up and walked away, and the other person is left trying to pick up the pieces, wanting to reconnect. Okay, anyways, so like I say, what exactly did they think you did to them? Two storylines. So this 4 of Wands could be signifying, you know, this closeness that they still perceive y'all to have, meaning they feel like this could still be restored. Or second storyline, they feel like you just went on with your life and started to maybe get into new connections, get closer with new people, or hop into a new relationship. Your family life is thriving now. Maybe if it's like, for example, if this is beef with one family member, then you hopped your ass over here and got closer with another family member. If this is beef with a friend, you done found you a new friend group. If this is beef at a job, you didn't stop connecting with them, and now you got you a new friend at the job. If this is like a relationship, you left them and moved on with your life, and now you're having a happier relationship with somebody else. This is somebody you live with. You moved out and you're thriving in your new home, you know, something like that. It's something, but their problem with you is like they feel like you left them in a way. You went to go heal, and maybe you promised them that y'all was going, or if not promised, they had it made up in their mind that y'all was going to travel the world together one day, or y'all had plans. I would say that they feel like y'all had long-term plans, and then you just up and canceled all them plans. And I feel like this could have happened kind of fast, maybe a little reckless in a way. Like maybe this is very immediate, not really thought out. For real, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like things were made very clear though. And I feel like you're maybe standing in your truth. Maybe not sugarcoating nothing no more. Being very raw and authentic. And that's the problem. I feel like you could be very impatient right about now. This is just how they view you, so don't, if you know, if you like, girl, that ain't, you know, this is just from their perspective. They can feel like you're very impatient. It's really just given that they wanted you to wait on them, and you just did do that. That's their problem. You went on with your life. You said, fuck this shit, I gotta do me. Like, you came to some conclusion and you acted on it, and I ain't gonna lie, it could have been a little impulsive, but it's like it worked out for you. It's looking like it worked out for you. It's looking like it worked out for you. Now, when I ask what's their future actions towards you, bottom of the deck we have 5 of Swords, so it's some anger underlying. Like it's a lot of underlying anger here, but their future actions is nothing. Okay, they're gonna sit. They probably been isolating for real. I'm really seeing it. They've been staying to themselves, just watching you from afar. We do have watching over here, so they've been just keeping tabs on you. But we got that 7 of Swords here. We got that 7 of Swords here. They either found something out about you, or you found something out about them. The secret is out. The secret is spilled. Something got exposed. Something is out. Something is no longer a secret. And they could be pissed off about that, or they know that you're pissed off about that. Something about somebody being pissed off because something got found out about. And so I'm gonna just stay my ass over here. I don't know why I'm gonna say I'm gonna stay my black ass over here. I'm gonna stay my ass over here. Okay? Because yeah. Let me see what's under the 5 of Swords. Ooh, like it's giving like somebody got emotionally cut off. Like somebody could be emotionally immature too. But yeah, somebody could be refusing to apologize, refusing to do the right thing, or just withholding for real on purpose. But that's what I got for you, pal one. Please let me know how this resonates in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Alrighty, welcome in how to get in here. Hello. There you go, honey. Get in here. I ain't gonna lie, you got you a good little reading so far, you know, depending on what this person did, honey. Let me get my pen, because I got to point at y'all for this, okay? So starting out, we'll go ahead and jump right in. Take what resonates, see what doesn't. Keep in mind there's people with all types of dynamics watching. Family, lover, friend, co-worker, child, fucking neighbor. Who cares? Who gives a damn? We out here for the same reason, and that's to know what's their problem with you. So we have initials F, Q, W, M, H, and E. We have annoyed, we have no attachment, we have tired moment, and we have emotional intelligent, okay? Somebody could be very emotionally intelligent, or somebody is gaining a lot of emotional intelligence. There could have been some type of annoyance in this connection, whether it's you or them. This could have been a situation where y'all weren't really as close. Maybe we're building towards being close, but it didn't really get that close. I say it because we do have no attachment here. And we do have tower moments, so something could have dramatically changed here. Yup. Something could have been some dramatic, painful change that happened. Or if not pain, would just really, it shifted and shook things the F up, okay? So, as I get to the oracle cards, we have the dragonfly, we have date, we have wedding rings, and we have mirror, okay? At the bottom of the deck. Now, with the dragonfly card, it got me thinking that somebody's getting this higher knowing, okay? Somebody's finally understanding and seeing the bigger picture. Okay, now I ain't gonna lie, this ring don't look bad. When I ask, I'm pulling these cards, asking, okay, so what's their issue with my power tools? It looks like the issue they're starting to see within. They're starting to see it within themselves. And see, with this mirror card normally talks about mirroring each other, and it could be the case if you are the emotionally intelligent one and they're trying to mirror you. Maybe they are trying to mirror you now. But this card talks about mirroring each other. So I read this card in two ways. I read it as them looking in the mirror and seeing what they need to change, but also wanting to match you. Just looking at the surrounding cards, okay? Oh, it does say that on here. It says mirror each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. Okay, then, and then right up under that, we have the runner. It says fear, intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. That could have been the case. Somebody could have been a runner here. But I want to go back to the date and the wedding rings, okay? So if this is romantic, then yeah, this person could want to take you on a date. Maybe that's the issue, because they want to take you on a date and they can't. Girl, what the fuck is going on with my pen? I know you're fucking lying. I know you're fucking lying. Girl, why is it not clicking? It's stuck out like that. Okay, there you go. Child. Anyways, yeah, date is here. This person could be, because as I'm getting these cards, I'm like, what's this person's issue? What's their problem with you? I feel like they could be upset with themselves, and they're wanting to, if this is romantic, then they want to go and take you on a date. If this is platonically, like non-romantic, family member, friend, or something like that, then they just want to meet up with you. They want to meet up with you and set something up. And want to start fresh. Maybe get you a gift or something to make up for whatever happened between y'all. We have wedding rings here too. This person could be seeing you as a soulmate if this is romantic. So yeah, they could be seeing this, like, the strong potential here for y'all too. For others of you, this could have been like an ex-partner or something, somebody you talked about marriage with already, or was already married to. You know, take it how it resonates. These just oracle cards. As I get to my next deck, we have soul contracts. It says faded connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements, destined to meet. This person feels like they are meant to be aligned with you. It's meant to be. And I know it says karmic relationships, but even then, karmic relationships are meant to happen. You are meant to meet that person because it's meant to teach you something. Or it's probably your damn karma for how you did somebody else. Like, it's meant to happen, though. I'll tell you that. Regardless, it teaches you something. Amen. Amen. I say. So, yeah, and then bottom of the deck, we got shadow work. See, I feel like meeting this person. I meant to say that the other way around. This person meeting you taught them a lot about themselves and what they need to work on and what they need to fix about themselves within, because they have shadow work. See, oh my God, and as I'm picking up shadow work, right up under there, we have freaking wake up call. Okay, wake up call says spiritual awakening, sudden clarity, urgent awareness, can't ignore anymore. This was right up under shadow work. You came into their life and showed them what they need to work on. And that's why I told you when I was reading that mirror card, before I even knew that it actually said something along those lines of like looking in the mirror, I already picked up on the fact that this is more so a them thing. You pointed a mirror in front of their face and showed them. I was finna say what it's like to not have you in their lives, or what it's like to miss you or something like that. So maybe some of y'all cut them off or something, child. I don't know. But yeah, it says facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, accepting imperfections, meeting your darker self. And right up under that, we have situationally single. Okay, so for some of y'all, this is the case. This person was choosing to be by themselves. And it also says waiting for better, not settling. So maybe being a little picky. And then you just came and disrupted all of that. If this is romantic, honey. But if this is platonic, friendship, family, same applies. Either way it go. You were a good friend to this person, or you had this person's back in a way, and you showed them what it's like to not have you in their life. If you cut them off, or you showed them parts of themselves they need to change, and they starting to see that. So this doesn't even seem like a you thing. For some of you, you might be confused, like, well, why did they act like this with me? Why did they act like that? Child, this reading shows otherwise. It don't look like they're really upset with you. It seems like they upset with themselves. That's what I'm seeing. Anyways, and I mean genuinely though, like willing to do something about it, but upset with themselves. But anyways, as I get into my next deck, we have moving on. Thank you, next. So that's confirmation. Some of y'all could have actually cut this person off, or maybe at first, because we did have the runner card, maybe at first they stopped talking to you because they felt like maybe you was asking too much, you was too much work, or you was demanding too much, or maybe you was fucking tripping, you know, whatever, however they assumed it to be. But I'll tell you something now, they see you a lot differently now. They see the shit differently now, I tell you that. What this dragonfly card say? It say lighthearted, adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal, honey. So yeah, we have child services here too. So for some of you, this ain't gonna be for everybody, but if this person has a child, they might want to be careful when it comes to neglect or being abusive to a child. Take it where it applies, leave it if it don't. For others of you, I'm getting a different storyline. I feel like this has to do with, this is a them thing with that, not necessarily child services child. I'm getting more of like the inner child. I just got another storyline. Maybe this person was neglected in their childhood, so they're learning through you. If this is romantically, or child, take it how it resonates. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. You have to keep in mind, this is a general reading. Every message is not going to apply for you. If I'm saying things that sound like it's for a romantic relationship, and you know you didn't come for romantic relationships, then flip it. The message is still the same. So anyways, somebody here could have a situation where as a kid, maybe they got neglected by a parent, and that's why they act the way they act. That's why they have this runner dynamic. Being a runner stems from the 4 attachment styles. Avoidant, fearful, avoidant, anxiously attached. All that stuff starts from a kid, a small child. So it's like that could be something. Somebody faced a lot of neglect or maybe abuse, and that's why this person is the way that they are. That's the way they present themselves in friendships or relationships, or just in general, very guarded maybe, or distant, or however they are. But for others of you, I was getting more so of the fact that maybe in general this person is just very neglectful and maybe abusive. I'm getting like getting somebody attached and then snatching the rug from under their feet, something like that. Moving right along, we have bad habits here. It says drugs and denial. Ooh, can I say that on here? Just read it, honey. Don't know if I can say that. What they be saying on TikTok, rugs. Rugs and denial, repeating mistakes, and can't break the loop. So somebody could, like I'm telling you, this could tie back to like an inner child thing, an inner child wound or something like that. Like this is like a deep rooted thing maybe. And see, with this moving on card too, I just got another storyline. As I'm saying is, some of y'all were not the person to leave. No, it's not the one to leave this person. For some of you, you were. And I feel like if you did, it's because they left you with no choice. But for others of you, this person could have left you because this is a deep rooted thing for them. This is like a very bad habit of theirs, and this has went on since childhood. I mean, not since childhood. This has went on majority of their adult life due to childhood. Then confirmation again. What we got? Cock blocking. This. Ooh, and then child right under that we got in your head. It says in their head, making assumptions, creating stories, trust issues showing. But cock blocking though, I feel like this is a them thing. They do this to themselves. They do this to themselves in a way. And I feel like they're tired of it. They're starting to see all of this now. Moving right along, we got deception and we have courage. Let's read deception right along, shall we? It says trickery and dishonest tactics are used, causing trust issues. Look, see, I don't know if I did when asking all of this, like, what's their issue with you? Oh, I'm forgetting. I'm asking what's their issue with you. So everything I just gave you about the whole childhood thing and, you know, deep rooted stuff, that could very much be done. But I did ask what's the issue with your child. So if you know you got some things you need to work on, take accountability, child. This is, you know where we at. You know who channeling you on. This is a judgment-free zone, honey. What's written in the diary stays in the diary. What's written in the diary, it stays there. So this is a judgment-free zone. If you know you got stuff you need to work on, it's totally fine, okay? But it just hit me though. Some of y'all might be the ones that need to heal, but this person could still be very determined to work on this because they know you who they want to be with, and they just like, you know, maybe if maybe they feel like they can heal you in a way. You gonna have to be the one to know who is who, okay? You gonna have to be the one to know who is who. So if I'm reading these cards and I'm like, yeah, your person feel this, they feel that, you feel that, and you like, oh, that sound like me, you gonna have to flip it, baby. For some of y'all, that's how it's gonna be. And then for others of y'all, it's gonna be the other way around, where I'm reading exactly how your story go. But if you watching, you like, damn, that's accurate, but that's me though. That's my energy. That's accurate, but that's their energy though. Feel free to flip it, honey. Feel free to flip it. All right, we got to keep this thing going. I don't want this ring to get too long now. Yeah, like I was saying, this person, some type of deception could have played a role here. You or them, but whatever this was, it caused trust issues. And right up on it at the bottom of that, we have courage. Find the courage to take action and make that bold move. And then we have secrets right under that. So somebody, after this deception came out, somebody is fighting to find the courage. And I didn't even see these two. Separation and forgive. Separation. See, they got me hard. I mean, not hard. Throat chakra. So you heard that voice crack. Somebody struggling. Somebody could have been crying. But mostly struggling to get the words out. We have forgiveness and separation is sideways. So I feel like somebody is struggling very, very bad. To forgive. Struggling to forgive. Don't necessarily want to be separated from you either. Okay, but they're struggling to forgive. I feel like they're coming out of it though. Courage is literally at the bottom of the deck. That's the underlying energy here. As you get to the next deck, so it's like, ooh, you really gonna have to take it where it applies. Like, if you know you're not the victim here, baby, own it. Because I'm getting two storylines. Some of y'all was the problem. But this person is, they working on forgiving you. For others of you, this person was the problem. They was the one doing all the running and ghosting and stuff. And, you know, doing whatever they was doing. And they want to make it right. Flip it how it need to be. But yeah, next we have player and voice here. I'm not sure why voice is here. Maybe voice is significant and that's why it had to come through. Maybe somebody likes the other person's voice. Maybe somebody already voiced their opinion. Maybe somebody can sing. Maybe they use their voice a lot for work. So maybe like acting or having to read or speak to an audience, something about the voice. Player is here. Somebody could be a basketball player or a video game player, but that's not why the fuck I wrote this card initially. But those did come through randomly, though, I ain't gonna lie. So if you know this person not a player, then yes, there you go. But player is here. So somebody could be a actual, we know what the fuck a player is. Let's not play dumb, y'all. We know what a player is, honey. They not fun to deal with. Yeah. And the reason I really feel strongly that it's an actual player is because we have forbidden literally at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, it's somebody you know you ain't got no business talking to. But at the same time, the question I ask while getting these cards is, what's Pile 2's person's problem with them? What's Pile? So I guess this is how they would, you know, I don't want to point the fingers, but maybe they could feel like you're the player. But moving right along, if you know you ain't the player and you know this is the other way around, there you go. I feel like I keep saying this over and over, but I feel like I have to, because some people just, they not all the way there yet. Anyways. Then we also have tall. Somebody could be pretty tall. And we have distance too, so somebody could be at a distance. Okay. And then we have an admirer at the bottom of the deck. So somebody could be an admirer here, but career shift is right under admirer too. So maybe somebody needs or is planning on making some type of career shift. Or a career, it would be a career shift would be needed somewhere in this dynamic, especially if y'all are at a distance. So anyways, oh, I forgot to get out of this deck, so let's go ahead and do that. Bottom of the deck, we have freedom and opportunity. So when I ask what's their problem, that's the underlying energy right there. It's like they're wanting to restart something and have another opportunity that's really fucking them up. We also have mystery, concealment, illusion. Maybe they don't know what you're thinking, where your head is at. That's fucking them up as well. And then we also have recycling, breaking down problems, but that's in the reverse. So it's like a struggle here to get this thing back started and break down old problems and stuff. Now, as we get into the actual reading, okay, what did I ask? Current dynamic. Okay, so the current dynamic going on here, like I asked this mainly to get an idea on like if y'all are talking or not. It looks like somebody pulled their attention back. It looks like somebody pulled their attention back. Like it's no beef, but it's like I no longer want to, I guess you could say, stroke your ego. This could be due to some type of foolishness, stupidity. It don't have to, but somebody decided to pull their energy back. I'm sorry, I feel the need to go back to this player card. For some of you, this person is not a player. They try to play you in some type of way. Okay. But they try to play you in some type of way, and you, like, the clues was already there. You knew you had no business falling for this. Something like that. Or maybe this is how they feel about you. Take it how it resonates. Oh, I left this part out. I asked how they feel about you. Child, left 2 parts out of the deck. So they feel hope and self-confidence. So they're very hopeful about this. And they're trying to gain the confidence. But bottom of the deck, we have worry here. And right under that, we have optimism. So it's like they're trying to stay strong and committed to this this planning of coming towards you again. But they don't necessarily have a plan just yet, because creation is reversed. But they are learning a lot. They're having a big enlightenment about this. Ooh, and gossip is right under that. They're probably gossiping, and that's how they got this enlightenment, okay? Hey, look, sometimes gossip ain't all bad. If this is the results. Hey, okay. I didn't fucked around and forgot where I left off at. So let me just go to the next question. Now, when I ask what's their problem with you, you probably could feel like you have one foot in and one foot out on this. Like you're not fully giving it your all to work on this and to contribute to this. For some of you, this could be like a work dynamic. It don't have to be. I got another storyline. For some of you, if this is like a work situation, maybe you only talk to them because you have to. But it's like strictly about work. Something like that. Or it's like you're not trying to do no more than what is required of you to do. Than what is obligated of you to do. Anything outside of that, it's like, I'm not doing all that. No. It feels like it's some type of heavy burden here, though. I guess their problem, they feel very burdened in a way. And this might be a them thing. It don't have to be necessarily with you. When I ask, like, what's their problem with you? You know, I mean, they could be holding a little bit of resentment towards you, but I really don't feel like it's heavy. And maybe this traumatized them in a way, but it's what they needed to step their game up. But it's like, love is definitely still here. Love is definitely still here. They're deeply affected, too, by you not... if this is you, take it how it resonates, but somebody is deeply affected. I did ask what's their problems with you, so that's how I'm going to read it, but flip it how it resonates. Their problem with you is that they deeply want to be close with you. They want to be very close with you. They want a strong bond. For some of you, they see marriage if this is romantic, but it's like you probably didn't pull your attention back and you probably stopped falling for potential. And maybe you decided to stop being, foolish in a way for this person. But I feel like if that was the case, it made them appreciate you more, honestly. Because, like, this 10 of Cups literally fell on top of the 6 of Wands reversed and the Fool reversed. And this is in a whole other spread. But it made its point to fall right on top of it. And to me, that means something. I know it do. So anyways, they could be very confused because there's probably not much communication coming through. They probably want to know the truth and get some clarity on this, and they're like kind of in the dark. They don't know what's going on here. That's their problem with you. And they really are wanting to come up with some type of plan, honestly. Something that you won't be able to say no to. That's what they want to do. They want to scoop up the right words to say. They really trying to put I want to say they bad bitch thinking cap child. They really trying to come up with, they trying to do their big window for you. They like, okay, I gotta come up with something big, something that pal to. Once I do this, they gonna have no choice but to let me back into their good graces. But this probably could be very hard for them. They're struggling to do this. And that's also maybe a burden within them, and that's their little problem that they're having right now with you. So I don't really necessarily think that they necessarily have a problem with you. It's just like their problem with themselves just so happens to include you as well. As a result, it's cost y'all's connection. It's cost y'all's bond, and that's their problem with you. Anyway, so as I get into my next question, we have, what do they think you did to them? See, I don't feel like they necessarily blame you all the way, because it seems like this is a very fair connection. But I got two storylines. First storyline, this is a fair connection, but some sneakiness, some lying, something happened, something very hidden, like on the hush. Something happened though, and it's caused somebody to go very, kind of like the dynamic I explained earlier. I guess keeping it cordial, really, like not giving it your all, not putting in all the effort for real, not really working on this connection for real. If it's a work connection, then this is like not really, like I said before, not doing more than what you are required to do, not doing more than what you're obligated to do, just doing enough. But that still applies though in this first storyline I'm giving you, just doing enough. So in this, if this is like a texting situation, and this would go like, at first you texted a little more, but now you just only respond a little bit, or you only respond when you can, like you're not texting fast no more. This is your situation, you just take it how it resonates. But it's like what they feel like you did, is that my question? Yeah, what they think you did, they feel like you're just basically keeping it cordial with them, like you're not really putting in the effort no more. They could be pretending like they don't know the actual reason why, but I feel like they do. They seek, I feel like deep down they know. I don't know, maybe you didn't tell them what you were upset about, you just pulled your energy back. That's what it's looking like. I mean, maybe you did, we do have a voice here, so I mean, maybe you did, but it's something about something being hidden or something. And this Seven of Swords is not in reverse, so I feel like this is still a secret. See, that's the thing though. Ask what they think you did. Like, what they think you did. Maybe they think you got some up your sleeve, like you plotting those. I don't know. They think you got some you hiding, some you lying about, child. I don't know. For some of y'all, maybe they think you done got with somebody else. Child. Anyways, but they feel like you didn't slow down on this for real. You're not as moving as quick for them maybe as you used to. And then as I asked, what's their future actions? So it's like, for right now, they go out of phases of moping around and not knowing what to do about this, and then feeling encouraged about this. They go out of phases. They have not fully gotten over this yet, but I will say they plan on letting out their emotions to you. Don't think this is going to be this big thing where they tell you in a very, like, they open up emotionally fully. This is not one of, this is, when I say open up emotionally, this person's form of opening up to you emotionally is through charm, or maybe through manipulation, or doing something like to make you laugh or to make you happy or something like that. They're going to do it more so with action. They're going to come up with a creative way to do this. This is not going to be a apology you get through tears and all this regret and emotions. If this person is the emotionally intelligent one, then this is the type of person where they feel things but they keep it to themselves. They don't really show it much, but they feel everything. And they're basically gonna want to show you, they're gonna want to wow you in a way. That's gonna be their way of showing their emotions. But that's the plan. They want to offer you something as well. This person, for some of y'all, might want to offer you maybe a small gift, maybe a small plan, maybe some money, maybe a date. It's gonna be something small. From there, I think they're just gonna sit back and watch. But we do have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so the underlying energy here is the intention to apologize and get things back on the right track and offer and say we got Justice right up under the Ace of Swords. Balance the scales out, right their wrongs. They have good intentions, so that's what it's looking like. They want to fix this. That's your reading pile too. Oh, I meant to say, but this is after they come out of this first. They have not fully gotten out of that yet. So once they build the courage, yes. Okay, so now we can end this. That's all I have for you, pile 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Welcome in. How mother effing 3. You finally made it. Child, we just gonna jump right into it. We have initials N and W. We have time. I was gonna say time frames. We have the months February and April, so just think best of February and April. Is that somebody's birthday? Did some shit go down in February or April? Is it the last time you talked to them in February or April? Something like that. We have avoiding accountability. That could be the case here. Somebody could be in a waiting period Somebody could be obsessed with the other person. And watching their social media is a lot because we have obsession and social media watching here. Lies could have played a role. We have admiring your strength. So somebody could be admiring somebody's strength from a distance, which is a red flag after reading the rest of these fucking cards. Because it's giving maybe somebody put you in a fucked up situation. But hey, take it how it needs to be. We also have Leo here, and we also have fire sign here. So that's double confirmation on Leo. But we have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Now as we get into the oracle cards, we do have heartbroken and mirror here. So maybe both of you are hurt by this, maybe in different ways. Bottom of the deck we have talking, so maybe somebody wants to talk about this, and that's the issue. We also have secret admirer here. Okay, whether this is a friendship or a romantic dynamic or a family member, coworker, however, regardless, somebody admires the other person. Okay, yeah, it says hidden affections, anonymous notes, unknown interest, somebody's watching. So this is somebody either wanting to get to know you romantically, wanting to be closer to you and build a bond and maybe be your friend, something like that. But they watch it from afar. And I know some of y'all could be like, what the fuck? They act like they couldn't stand me. Jealousy, babe. What's that song? I think it's by Brett Fayez. People love me and they hate me at the same time. I'm also thinking about that song by Beyonce when she was like, Monday I'm overrated, Tuesday on my dick, flip flop, flippy, flip flopping ass bitch, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so we have back secured. Some of y'all might know this person from work, don't have to, but for some reason, oh my fucking, okay, I just knocked my cards over. The fire sign showing. Hold on. Okay, back to what I was saying. This could be somebody that you know from work, don't have to. It says bag secure, achieving goals, mission accomplished, financial security, got it locked. So yeah, this but that's weird because it came out when I was asking what's the issue. It's maybe somebody is jealous of the other person's pockets. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have hidden agenda. So a hidden agenda could have played. Oh, and right under that, plastic smiles. Plastic smiles says fake kindness, forced friendliness, hiding resentment behind smiles, friends, and name only. Basically some fake-ish. That card is right under hidden agenda. So something could have been offered to you, maybe meant to destroy you in a way, and that's why we got fucking admiring your strength here. Okay. But this hidden agenda card says secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motives, too helpful to trust. I'm gonna show you the card because look, this person, whoever this is, they're hidden, but they're giving this lady a gift. She's so excited, but little does she know that whatever is in there is sent to destroy her. And you see it's a little hook at the end too. She don't see that part. It's meant to destroy her. So somebody could have definitely done something, disguised something in a way, and they had some type of hidden agenda towards you. Okay. We also have here spiritual hater, but it came out in reverse. So maybe you already found out that this person is hating on you. But honestly, maybe y'all just didn't like each other, child. I don't know. I'm saying that because we have the mirror card here. But I'm also saying this because I did ask, what's this person's issue with you? Now, sometimes these reversals can be, for me, when I'm reading, sometimes reversals, especially when oracle cards, it could also be their energy. Like a projection in a way. So anyways, it says spiritual hater. Mad you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. Okay, for those of you where you are into spell work, and this person knows about it and your stuff ain't been going right, it's because this person is like speaking negative over it, or they're speaking negative over it, like, oh, that stuff ain't real, or oh, that's not gonna work. And you know, if you notice, ever since you told them your stuff ain't been going right, that's why. But anyways, yeah, this, regardless though, this person is a big hater. A big hater. I just got another storyline. Oh my gosh, no. See, I need to stop going with I be trying to I be trying to accommodate because I know there is a large audience watching. And when I say large, I mean this is not a personal reading. So everybody watching is literally, you know, a different person with their own experience. Everybody not gonna have the exact same storyline. So, but I have to keep in mind what I asked while shuffling these cards. I asked, what's their problem with you? So I need to stick to that instead of trying to accommodate. I'm just like, okay, I know some of these people watching is gonna throw them off because they like, oh, I'm not the hater. No, I asked what's their problem with you, and I want to stick to that. The reason why this card is in reverse, and it just hit me, the reason why this card is in reverse is because this is how they perceive you. Remember how I said this could be a projection in a reverse? And I literally fucking said this out my own mouth, and it still didn't register to me. But now it's registering to me. No, you are the quote-unquote hater. Like, you're the hater, literally. I asked what's their problem with you. They looked at this wrong. Okay, so I don't know if you were actually hating on them, but for this to come out in reverse, it's got me thinking that you actually was supporting them. You actually were very fond of them, but they read the signals wrong. They thought you were hating on them for whatever reason. And we have grudge holder at the bottom of the deck, okay? So something about a grudge could be here. Ooh, right as I lift up grudge, we got called a case. So if you're aware of this could be this person, you know, or maybe somebody else, a third person involved that y'all two knew about, you know, something, baby. Just think, I'm gonna leave it there. But that's here. Somebody could be holding a grudge over it if this is a romantic thing, or you and this person could be holding a grudge with each other over another person, and that other person maybe got, you know, they pizzazz going on, they little case going on, something. Yeah, something about somebody being a hater, holding a grudge, and then something about STD or STI or some type of rash or something, catching a case. Anyways, I'll let y'all figure that out. I'll let y'all put the pieces together. Anyways, moving right along, we have the strength here, and we have introspection. So this is taking me back to that somebody's like admiring your strength. Oh, no. I gotta keep in mind what the fuck I asked. I asked what's their issue with you. It's your strength. I feel like this person tried to put you through bullshit. Like they tried to set you up in ways. It could have been some hurt feelings involved here too. I'm getting off topic. Yes. And then with introspection, I feel like you force this person to like look at their inner selves, look at their inner, you know, demons, or maybe forcing them to realize they need shadow work, something like that. Transformation is here too. Yeah, that's their issue with you. Like you forced them to see certain stuff. Also asking what's their issue with you. Something about oral here. So this is a very weird storyline. This only for a small portion of you. But if you was doing that with this person, then I don't know if it was good or bad, but for some reason it's an issue. So like if it was bad, then that's the issue. But if it was good, I'm getting like maybe that's still an issue, because like if y'all like not talking, then you know it's self-explanatory. This shit was good and now we're not talking. So what the fuck am I supposed to do now? That's y'all business though. But for others of you where it's not like that, yeah, y'all, this is a friendship dynamic, or this is a family member, and that's gross, that's fucking disgusting, hell to the no, that's not for me. Okay, second storyline coming in. Second storyline, as this has something to do with something that was said. Something that was said, definitely. That's part of the problem, and the reason why it's like this person was good at manipulating. We got manipulation here. We got conflict. Right up on the conflict, let's see what we got. We got truth. This person had a hard time with the truth. We also have double back and reconnecting, but that's in reverse. I gotta keep in mind what I asked though. Take everything that I'm saying if it resonates, but I gotta keep in mind what I asked. I asked what's this person's issue with you. So everything I said is really supposed to be like how you're, like what you're doing. Just take it how it resonates. If you ain't do all this and it's them and it's resonating for you, then boom, the energy is just flowing for you in that way. But for others of you, it's definitely gonna be the other way around. We have doubling back, reconnecting, but that's in reverse. Somebody could be refusing to reconnect with the other person and stuff like that. That's a part of the problem too, honey. That's a part of the fucking problem too. Okay, we have exposure, but that's in reverse. See, I feel like somebody was trying to avoid being exposed, and this could have been them. That's a part of the problem. We have lies sideways and have communication sideways. So maybe somebody was gathering information and it wasn't fully the truth, or maybe somebody was communicating but wasn't fully asking all of the questions that they wanted to ask, or getting out, like getting to the bottom. It's like something about some half communication and half truths, or maybe some type of sugar coating or something. Just giving like fake energy, not being completely honest. It really gives like somebody was trying to avoid being exposed. And I got another storyline. Maybe somebody wanted to expose the other person, but they had a hard time doing it because they didn't really have maybe all the facts. Maybe this person, they couldn't really prove it. Something like that. Something weird like that. But moving right along, we also have, when I asked how they feel towards you, it's kind of weird to get this message, but we have love and we have reflection. Let's see what's on the love. Intrusive thoughts is here. I feel like you're on this person's mind. It's so weird. This person, see, if they took you for granted in the past and they treated you fucked up, it's like they're regretting it strongly. I won't say strongly, because as I get into the reading, I do feel like this has a motive behind it. Maybe it has to. I feel like this part, like I said before, I said this in the reading earlier, you cause this person to look within. So it's like now maybe they are starting to appreciate you more. And say we have fear up under intrusive thoughts too. Maybe they've been put in situations where it's causing them to be afraid now. I don't know, but for some reason that's how they feel towards you. They did have a lot of anxiety when it came to you, but it's like that's kind of dying down in a way. We have forgiveness, perfection, and complacency. So maybe this person expected you to always be there. This person didn't expect you to actually maybe level up. They expect you to stay in one place and one place only. Then we got dissipating right up under that. But yeah, this person, it's like they could want some forgiveness. It's like it feels like they maybe regret something about how they treated you. Take it if it resonates. If the energy is flipped, go ahead and flip it. You already know. But it's like they're starting to see you're perfect in whatever way they are seeing this. In some type of way, you are perfect, and maybe they didn't see that before. Okay. And that also could be why spiritual hater is reversed. They probably were a hater of yours before, but now that energy is like flipped. It's like they're not much of a hater of you anymore. They're actually one of your admirers with the admirer being. See, now we got another storyline coming through. For some of you, this person was a hater in the past, and that's why it's reversed, because the energy is starting to change now. I don't know if they've been put in a situation where they're starting to see the bigger picture or what, but it's like that's what's my portion of you, because the energy is still weird regardless. So I'm not gonna sit up and make it seem like they just it seems like to me I don't know, maybe they took you for granted in a way, or the energy is weird. I don't know. This is your situation. I'll let you put it how it applies. But yeah, it was some weird, funky energy going on for sure. Hidden agenda, heartbroken, spiritual hater, obsession, conflict, lies, manipulation. Like, it's a lot of past anxieties, complacency. Like, it's some weird energy going on. But I'm not really getting much. I don't really see any regret here. So that's got me thinking, or any apologetic energy. So that's what got me thinking this has like an agenda behind it. I wouldn't be surprised if they have hidden agenda. So this person probably is the type to to do that. They do things when it benefits them. Anyways, let's see what we can get out of this deck. What's this person's problem? Too many cards. Too many cards. Okay, what's this person's problem with pile 3? Oh my god, these are still too freaking many. I'm just gonna take this one that fell on the floor in the bottom of the deck, because we gotta keep this moving. We got energy clearing and refreshing. Okay, this, oh, you probably left them in the dust. You got a broom on the front too. It does say broom. Yeah, maybe you dusted yourself off. Then we also have bounty and balance. See, you restored the balance in the situation, and they probably are in chaos now. Let's see what's up under this. Patience and reassessment. You probably dealt with something for a good old little minute before you finally decided to let it be what it was and let that shit go. Yeah, so as I get into my next portion, which is tarot, I asked the current dynamic between you two. Current dynamic is really given a situation where maybe somebody tried to walk away emotionally, but they couldn't. This could be this person. It's giving distance though. For some of you, you still have to be around this person. This could be somebody you have to be close to. So this could be family, or maybe your relationship partner, maybe a work dynamic where you have to be close to this person. But it's giving maybe you tried to keep your distance, but it's kind of hard to do that. You still have to talk to this person. They probably did have you stressing and up at night with a lot of anxiety, and maybe crying about this or overthinking about this and stressed out. But it's like you've come out of that. If this is you, take the energy however it needs to be. But the dynamic here is giving it's a situation where, baby, I'm just getting a lot of toleration here. Y'all have to talk in some type of way. Or maybe that's how it was in the most recent past. If you're no longer talking to this person in the most recent past, this is how the dynamic ended off. And that's probably why this 9 of Swords is in the reverse. Like, it's no longer this stress and anxiety, because you no longer have to deal with this. But it probably still sits on your mind emotionally. You or them, take it how it resonates. Now, as we get into this next portion of the deck, what's their problem? What's their problem? It's like something they were trying to avoid. It's like maybe you came and brought it to the surface, whatever that was. This person could have liked to be in control and call the shots. This could be like a bossy type of person or something. I don't know. But it's like maybe you follow the beat to your own drum. You're not easy to control. That could have been an issue. Maybe something, opportunity was given to you that they wanted. Maybe you were offered something like a better I don't know why I want to say plan. Also, maybe you also are very good at planning. Like, oh, this is a situation where you two collaborate together, or you two get together to, like, you always have the better idea in a way. That could aggravate them. And something you also did with the Death card being here, you caused a big old transformation. Like, stuff was not the same after you. Stuff permanently changed. Stuff shifted. And I feel like this had to do within a close connection. So this is a family. Like, you shifted things within the family permanently. Things that need to be changed for real. But they were avoiding it. Like, they didn't want to, like, this is a stubborn type of person. It's a stubborn type of person. Like, you would come up with the better plans for the better, and they just, I don't know if they want to be the one to present the better idea, or if they just didn't like it because it was coming from you, or maybe they have control. I don't know. They just Okay. I'm see, and it's taking me back to this hidden agenda card. Like maybe they feel like you were the one with the hidden agenda. Like they just for some reason didn't trust your planning, maybe. But also, you change things within a dynamic, especially when it comes to communicating or how things get communicated or clarity. How clarity, like precision, something like that. You came in and shook all that up. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, and then as we get into the next portion of what they think you did, they think you did something without acting. It was very fast, very impulsive. They don't appreciate it. They feel like you doing this disrupted things. Whatever they think you did, it disrupted things. It was very fast, and it ruined things for them. Like things were going smooth, and then it just threw everything off. This person could be watching you, keeping tabs on you and things like that, trying to gather information about you. Or they feel like this is what you was doing to them. They could view you as being somebody that's very attractive, and that could be an issue. Maybe they feel like you stealing all the attention, or you was using your looks to get your way in some type of way. Somehow looks is an issue for them. They feel like, once again, this to go back to the other spread I just read. It's something about the way you are able to come up with different solutions that they probably can't even, like, maybe they're not a good problem solver like you, or they just don't think that far ahead. You think you know how to weigh out different options, different plans, come up with different stuff. You also could be very optimistic, and this person could be the opposite, very pessimistic, something like that. You also could have a lot of good things come to you, a lot of opportunities, a lot of options. This person could be very limited and very limited in life, and have a very lack mindset, so they don't have all the options and possibilities. And then this is next to the Empress too, so you could have a lot of romantic people wanting you or stuff like that. You just have a lot of good things to come towards you, and they're jealous of that. I didn't even mean to say jealous, but they could be jealous. I meant to say that's their issue, like what they think you did. I feel like, this could also, see, when I'm asking what they think you did, maybe you caused them to have to think outside of the box. Maybe they were stuck in thinking one way only. You forced them to have to think. You maybe forced the other people around you to think. If this is a group situation or a family dynamic, or you forced others to have to think as well. And this is confirmation, because now that I think about the other stuff we got over, the introspection, transformation. Yes. Another thing they think you did, they think you pulled your energy back. Maybe they could view as being emotionally immature with them at times, maybe lashing out and throwing tantrums, however they might see it. Maybe becoming a little too emotional, maybe a little bratty. That's just from their perspective, but for the most part, I'm mainly getting like pulling your emotions back, not really being as nurturing to them, maybe as you once were, not being as empathetic to them, maybe as you once were, or sympathetic towards them as you once were. Now, as I get into the next portion, we have their future actions. Their future actions, they could definitely want to talk to you again. I'm getting maybe in a group setting, with 3 of Cups being here. I have not coughed the whole time I've been doing this read. I'm on pile 3, just not coughing. This person could see, for me to be talking about this in a group setting, maybe this is a thing where y'all, for a small portion of you, y'all have a friend group where y'all get together to smoke. Small portion of you, don't take it with no resonance, but for the most part, I'm getting this is a group setting thing. I mean, they don't have to be a group setting. Regardless, they want to meet up and talk to you, maybe get some drinks and stuff like that. But I did ask future actions. That's probably the plan, to like maybe run into you in public. It's right next to the magician card too. So I feel like this person would try to probably set up some type of, this wouldn't be an accident basically. Like they would manipulate their way around you. Pull some strings, pull some cards, maybe contact some people, find out where you at, or you know, this wouldn't be by accident. This would be very planned and thought out, and you know, this person is probably a good manipulator. We do have manipulation up here, so if that is them, that's the good manipulator, then there you go. Yeah, this person would literally, though, I feel like they would, maybe they feel like they're losing their grip on you, but I was also getting, maybe they would just let everything all out in a way. And I don't really get much of an apology. I feel like this would be very, like this person is too calculated to just come out and let all the emotions out. But I feel like this person would also, like, how do I put this? Like I said, this person is very calculated. I don't get the feel that this type of person that'll let all these emotions out. But I feel like they would make it known in some type of way, like, you know, that they missed you. It'll be in a prideful way though. I don't know. But this person could be very impatient right now though. Their patience are growing very, very thin. They could be going through hell right now. In some type of way. Just things are just not balanced for them. So it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like they would hold back if they were to. I feel like they're open to talking to you again. They wouldn't really hold back on communicating with you. But I feel like this would have to be in a group setting where they can have some type of control in a way to be able to control the situation and manipulate the situation and have things work in their favor. They will be very calculated in the situation as well about what all they share. But I don't feel like they would just go out their way to reach out and stuff. It's weird energy. I'm not really getting much. Like, let me see. They're about 4 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, like this fell on top of the forgiveness. It's like, no, this person is stubborn. Like, if you were to ask for an apology, they would just overly isolate. Like, and to them, it feels justified. They think it's justified. No. I just got another storyline. No, scratch what I just said. I feel like they actually will be open to forgiving you, honestly. But I don't feel like this is something that'll really be like, I feel like you just have to read their energy. I don't really. I don't know. I feel like they'll be open to y'all coming back together and making things right. But keep in mind, this person is very calculated, so This won't be a big old. They're very calculated and very strategic with making sure things go in their favor. So I do feel like it won't be this. If you're expecting this big old extravagant apology and heartfelt, all that heartfelt stuff, it ain't gonna come out like that. But let's see, what would this person's energy be if they were to make up with power 30? Yeah, like they'll be open to it. And we got Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so you got heavy fire sign energy. It's like they're open to it as long as it's fair. They're very open to it. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, all that. But it's like they wouldn't be the ones to plan it though. And they're open to y'all talking to each other again. But let me see, is it a motive behind this though? Is it a motive behind this? Is it a motive behind this? I feel like I would say some way. I feel like this would be just so y'all could be back in good terms, but it's not really something that they really feel passionate about. I feel like y'all don't even have the same beliefs and stuff like that. Like y'all don't even have the same morals and stuff. So it's like it's not really that important to them, but they would be open to y'all being back on good terms and being close again. Well, if y'all were close. If y'all weren't close, it's just them being on good terms with you. And then with the bottom of the deck, we got 8 of Pentacles. This could be a work situation. This is all because this person is impatient. Honestly, they're impatient about something, and something. They're growing impatience about something. Because right under the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Temperance reverse. Something ain't going right. Some imbalance for them, and I don't know. I mean. I just got another storyline. For some of you, this could be a motive behind it. Honestly, maybe this could be just to look like a good person, honestly. And to make it look like y'all are making things work and they're good at fixing broken bonds. They're good at being a bigger person, something like that. But it's like, underneath the surface though, they still like aren't really that fond of you. Y'all still are very, very different. I don't know if they judge you for being different from them, but it's still this major difference. And the underlying energy behind it all is like 8 of Pentacles. So it's like It's strictly, if this is a work situation, it's just so that y'all can work together and maybe get along, or it's a family situation, something like that, or taking have resonance. It's just to show that y'all can work and get along, and y'all can make a choice to get along. But it's like underneath it all, it's like it's no real motivation behind it for real. Like y'all don't even align. So take it however it resonates, y'all. That's what I got for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, check out another one, and I'll see y'all in the comments down below. Bye. I'm not ringing my sound bowl right now because it's really late at night and I don't feel like doing that. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the reading, okay? This is kind of similar to pile 3, but a little different. A little different. There we go. Now, we do have Leo here. We have the initial Z. We have family member. We have February. We have wishing you luck. We have secret relationship. We have obsession. We have the initial B. We have missing you, and we have Cancer. So somebody could have Cancer or Libra somewhere in their charts. This could be a family member or a secret relationship. It's gonna be different for everybody watching. So yeah, those are just the main ones coming through. Don't have to be them. This could be a friend and co-worker. Take it for however it resonates for you based off whoever you came here for. Some of the obsession here, I feel like somebody is constantly thinking about this over and over, the situation, because they want to talk to the other person again. But it's all love though with the wishing you luck thing. Now as I get into the actual cards, we have the Runner, but it's in reverse. I feel like somebody does this till they want to run away from this connection. They want to be in the good graces of the other person, but it's some type of separation here. And upon the separation, we got the Snake card. It says competition and envy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. So for some of you, this is a third party situation. This is like the other woman. For others of you, this is just an enemy or somebody that betrayed you. Okay, and that's could be a reason why y'all are at odds right now. Okay, now as I ask, what's this person's issue with you? See, this person could be a secret admirer of yours, and I don't mean just romantically. Yes, maybe romantically if that's who you came for, but if this is a family member or a friend, the same applies. This person looks up to you, they admire you in ways, and this is done secretly. Now, I don't know if they feel like you just like up and stop talking to them over something they feel was exaggerated, like it was a false alarm and caused a lot of unnecessary drama, and like you overreacted in a way. But if so, that could be the issue. If this is not their, if this sounds more like your energy of how you feel towards them, then just flip the energy however it needs to be. This goes for the entire reading. Whatever I'm saying, if it feels more so like it is pointed towards the person that you came to reinforce energy instead of you, or vice versa, just flip the energy. They can feel like you exaggerated in some type of way, and that's the issue. But we also have something about consequences, returning energy, karma, what goes around comes around type of energy. So it's like when getting the cards, I did ask what's the issue with you. I feel like this has to do with the fact that maybe something happened and you giving them the consequences of their actions in a way, and they don't like that. Okay, they might feel like it was exaggerated and they want to be back in your good graces, but you could feel like it's justified, and now you're making them deal with the consequences of that. It could be something like that. Bottom of the deck, we do have CEO energy, so it says taking control, natural leadership, confidence in boss. Confidence in business. I'm the boss. So this could be somebody, could be a CEO, could be a boss at a job. It could just carry CEO energy regardless. If this is a family member, then this is like somebody in the family that's used to calling all the shots. It could be just a bossy energy, something like that. It gives boss energy. So yeah, This could be another issue too. This person could feel like maybe you're bossy in a way. As we get to the other deck, if this is how you feel about them, just flip the energies, okay? As I get into the next portion, we have fishing for compliments, and we have ain't shit at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I didn't mean to say compliments. I meant to say comments. Fishing for comments. And we also have ain't shit at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know if this person's issue with you is that they feel like you're wanting them to reach out to you or maybe kiss your ass in a way. But maybe that comes through with the fishing for comments. And then we also have ain't shit too, so they can feel like you ain't shit for that. Up under that, we have talking shit too. So it says gossip behind your back, spreading lies, smiling in your face. So, and then under that, we have groupie. So this could be like a group setting. And you know, I don't really read groupie the way they usually read groupie, where it's like, you know, following behind celebrities and trying to, like, you know, I feel like this is more so maybe a group setting. Because I'm not really getting a lot of money energy here. Well, I did get that a little bit here. So I don't know, take it how it resonates. But that's not the main message I'm getting. I'm getting that this more so has to do with definitely a group of people, maybe at least 3 people or more. Okay, so don't have to, but that's kind of what I was getting through the tarot cards. So anyways, yeah, as I keep going, asking like what's the issue with you, they can feel like you're prideful. I feel like they've done a lot of observation, and this could have to do with past memories too. A lot of this could have to do with memories. They could look back and feel like you were very prideful in the past. They could be just observing you right now, trying to come up with different type of perspectives or different types of choices. Up on the memories, we have divine timing. So they might just hold on to memories right now and just reflect on memories and just feel like maybe one day y'all will come back together when the time is right. When I get into other dynamics, I didn't mean to say other dynamics. When I asked again out of my other deck, when I get into my other deck asking what this person's issue with you is, facial features is here. So I'm not sure if that's a compliment or a diss. Because, we do have secret admirer here. So this, and and not to spoil your reading, but you do have the Empress and upright. So this person could think you're very attractive or just very pretty or beautiful or handsome. For whoever's watching, if this is romantic, they think you're fine and sexy, honey. But if this is not romantic and this is a family member or a friend, they just think that you're very pretty, very nice looking, but not in a weird way. If this is not, baby, don't make it weird, because I'm not making it weird. I'm just read the cards, okay? Yeah, they think you're very pretty though. So also we have using those. So maybe, I don't know if this person, see, I'm getting 2 different storylines. For some of you, this comes from an innocent place where they just are acknowledging that you are attractive. But for others of you, I feel like this is something that they have an issue with. They don't like your attractiveness in a way. Maybe they envy that because we have facial features here. See, and then we got family member. That is coming with family member here. It got me thinking maybe this is a family member that you get told that you look like them a lot too as well. So that's my second or third storyline. There's just confirmation for somebody. Okay, somebody could have felt used in this connection, you or them. Somebody felt used in a way. And something about a text here. Something about a text. We got karma right under text. Somebody could have gotten their karma through some type of text message. Or somebody said something along the lines of like, you're gonna get your karma through text, something like that. But the issue with you, it has something to do with like a text message they got. And something about being used, their problem with you. At least is what I got when shuffling the cards. This could totally be the other way around. Yeah, we have, as I get to my other day, we have jealousy, we have depression here too. So this person could feel like they need you right now at this time because they're going through depression right now. Or this could get even darker. It's like this person is jealous of you to the point where it makes them depressed. Or this person is already going through depression and then seeing you just makes it worse because now they're jealous of you while already battling depression. Something like that. So I'm really getting a lot of mixed energy here because I know for some of you this could be coming from an innocent place, but others of y'all like, oh hell to the no. This some of them are not innocent, baby. They not innocent. They did me in, they did me dirty, they walked all over me. Innocent where, innocent who? And I feel you. That's why I say take energy however it needs to be, because I know some of y'all person is nowhere near innocent, but for some of you, I slightly feel bad for this person because they're going through heavy depression. And you know, depression can sometimes turn people into, see, I don't want to make excuses because it's not an excuse, but I know depression can sometimes really turn somebody into a whole other person that they don't even recognize anymore themselves. But anyways, as we get into the other deck, we have relieved here. We have relieved, we have unknowing, we have reflection, and we have inner awareness. So I got all of this from asking how they feel towards you. Okay. They could be in the dark about something and not know what's going on, but through this darkness, they've been doing a lot of reflecting and trying to become aware of themselves on the inside. And it's so far brought them a lot of relief. And this could have to do with having to let something go. Because right up on the relief, we have let go. Let's see what's under jealousy. We have silence reverse. Interesting. So I feel like the jealousy here was probably not silence at all. It's probably very loud. You probably were able to pick up on it from this person. Eventually, it was no longer silenced for you. But yeah, as I get to the other deck, I hope I'm saying this right. Despotence. But yeah, once again, this person goes through heavy depression, and then we have release. This person is trying to come out of it, or they are coming out of it. Right up under despotence, we have renewal. So they're starting to get their groove back slowly but surely. As I get into the other oracle deck, we also have renewal, revival, and progress. Okay, I can't remember what I asked. I can't remember if I asked for just messages on this dynamic or what, but that could be here. They could play a role here. Up under that, we have maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. This person could lean on you for that, some type of guidance or management in their life. And maybe like at times of darkness, needing some type of encouragement. Oh, I just realized though, I forgot to mention when I was doing these cards over here, I did pull what's their issue with you. So maybe they think you are the one that's maybe jealous of them, and maybe you are the one going through depression. And maybe you have things you have to release and move on from. Just take it however it resonates. But yeah, moving right on along into the tarot. So as I get into tarot, I asked what's the current dynamic. I feel like the current dynamic is, this is somebody, I see what we have filming up here. It's like, see, you have 4 wands, but it's sideways. So this is like, this is not like happy home, happy family type of thing. This is like real family. I still care about you, but we're not really close. You don't have to be family either watching this, but still, it's like we go way back, especially with Six of Cups. This person could also be younger than you, but it's like this, y'all go way back. You know, this is a person that you probably grew up with, or somebody from your past. This is not somebody new. You know this person probably like the back of your hand, but the communication could be here, but it's for some of you, communication could be here, but it's not as good as it could be. Somebody probably is actively trying to think of ways to get it better, come up with ideas maybe. So anyways, as we get into what's their problem with you, they could feel like you threw things off balance, honestly. In whatever way that is, they could have expected you to offer them something, help them with something, maybe be more nurturing towards them, more compassionate, more caring, something like that. They expected you to offer something to them, help for some of them, maybe some money. They expected you to be there in some type of way, but instead maybe you were more focused on yourself. Maybe you started to put yourself first. Maybe you were more focused on work, some type of way. They feel like you neglected them in a way, or you were selfish towards them in some type of way. Yeah, and then it's like they're still actively trying to get over this, whatever this is. So they're pretty hurt by that. And then when I asked what they think you did to them, here's the Empress card I talked about earlier. So it's like, yeah, I mean, they do think that you're very attractive, but they could feel like you, since I'm asking what they think you did to them, they could feel like you use your looks to get your way, to manipulate people. They probably could feel like you stole the spotlight in some type of way. For others of you, they could feel like you're very superficial. All you care about is looks, or well, yeah, I mean, you're superficial. You put looks above everything. So this would be, for example, the type of person, I'm sure y'all have seen this before, especially on social media, but it'll be like a terrible person, and you know, they'll be in the comments, you know, being honest about how this is a terrible person. But of course, if this person is attractive, it's always gonna be that one person in the comments like, yeah, but she pretty though. It's like, who the fuck cares? There's so many attractive people in the world. Who cares if you're attractive when you act like a piece of shit and you treat people terribly? Your looks go out the window, but some people just don't care. As long as you look good, hey. I don't want to say no names, but this is one girl on TikTok. She did some terrible shit, got bashed by the whole TikTok. I'm talking about people that don't even watch her page. Okay. She's black, honey. She's black. She don't, I'm gonna just say, when you go through her comments, she usually has black people in her comments, because that was, you know, her target audience, I guess you could say. But when I tell you, when she did what she did, she had people of all races down her neck for what she did. But girl is pretty, conventionally attractive, depending on who you ask. Some people are into tattoos and some people are not, but overall, the girl is gorgeous. No makeup, nothing. She's gorgeous. Do you know, within a matter of, I want to say maybe a month or two, maybe 3, if you go to her page now, everybody did completely forgot about what the hell she did, and it's all because of her looks. Even in the midst of when she did it and it was fresh in the moment, people were still in the comments like, she is pretty though. It's like, yeah, when I saw them comments, I already knew, like, yeah, this little hate train ain't gonna last long, because I know how social media is. I know how people are. People, it's the truth. Pretty privilege is a thing. People don't hold an attractive person to the same standard as the average person. People won't hold consequences to somebody that's attractive for the same length as they will. Like, this person that's attractive might get put under the fire, but eventually people start to just be like, all right, it's old, that was the past, let it go, la, 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 la. But certain people some people just won't hear the end of it. So, you know, I got all off topic, but that's just an example, you know, of it just reminded me of this. It put me in the energy of this. This could be that type of person where they just care about looks. Like, somebody could be a terrible ass person and they just like, yeah, at least they can dress though, or at least they keep themselves together though. They cute. But anyways, I got all off topic, y'all. I'm so sorry. But they could feel like I'm tripping. Why am I reading this as if, oh, for some of y'all, for a lot of y'all really gonna feel like this person did this to you. Because I keep reading this as in what did they do to you, but I did not ask that for this portion. I asked what do they think you did to them. They could feel like you use your looks to get your way. You could be very attractive and you use it to your advantage, maybe. And I got two storylines. So maybe you use your looks to get into some type of group dynamic or some type of friendship, and it like ripped another dynamic apart. And then you tried to act like you were just being friendly or just trying to be nice or acted all innocent about it. But really, it's gonna be different for everybody. Maybe you they could feel like you stirred the pot in some type of way. Like you tore up a friendship, or maybe it was already a friendship that was torn up and then you started playing both sides and then pretended like, oh, I'm just being neutral. Something like that for some of you. My second storyline, this is like that romantic portion of it. This person could feel like you was flirting with somebody they were interested in or was in a relationship with, and you were probably viewing it as being friendly, maybe, hopefully, but they don't think it, they don't feel that way. Or maybe I should say in the past, they didn't feel that way. They felt like you knew exactly what you were doing and you played innocent about it. Third storyline, this person could feel like they wanted to be close to you, but you cared more about being closer to other people and outside forces, and you neglected them in a way and was giving them like the shorter end of the stick, or it was like coming to them after you couldn't. It's giving me like the placeholder friend vibes. Like when none of your other friends come through, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna come talk to you. Like maybe they feel like you did something like that to them in some type of way. Could maybe feel another storyline. Maybe they feel like you weren't really genuine with them behind closed doors, but in public you were like, you made it seem like y'all was just so cool and y'all got along so well. Something like some kind of, I'm getting several different storylines, something like that. I don't know if I mentioned this storyline or not, but this person could feel like you got in the middle of something and like, maybe got cool with somebody they didn't like. Or vice versa, something like that. But anyways, as we get into the next future actions here. Future actions, see, this that family dynamic coming through for those of you where this is a family dynamic, okay? This person could feel like they want to get back in your good graces. They want to be cool again. They want to offer you some type of support or offer you something small, maybe a plan to like hang out, or maybe to talk to you. Like they want to talk to you again and be back in your good graces. But it's like they kind of get caught a little bit. Maybe in not knowing how you would take it, or maybe anxiety in a way. Like panic, not knowing if this is a good idea. They kind of pause in their tracks, even though this is what they want to do. They really do want to talk to you again, though. Energy between y'all probably was great when y'all was on good terms. Person was probably very funny, or you were. Y'all maybe had very creative jokes. Maybe y'all's energy just like bounced off of each other. Or maybe y'all inspired each other in different ways. But it's like this person, like they would want to reach out. They would want to talk to you. But, I mean, it's like flipping a coin. You know, they might reach out to you. They might not. But I tell you, the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, they stress the hell out over this. They probably stay up and lose night over this. And up under that, we got the Hangman too. So, I mean, they might not. They might not. I mean, they might have the perfect plan, the right thing to say, the perfect idea. But they're probably just not acting on it right now. And this is because they haven't really, for one, came out of this heartbreak. I mean, I don't want to say some of y'all heartbreak, but they haven't necessarily come out of this hurt yet. They haven't gotten over this hurt yet. They haven't gotten over the stress yet. They still feel all of that. It still feels fresh to them. So, yeah, I mean, for some of y'all, this jealousy and like all this other stuff I was pointing out earlier with jealousy and like maybe this isn't, it's gonna be different for your dynamic. If this is like a like another person involved, this person could, and it's not a situation where you done took somebody, man or woman. If this is just strictly friends or something like that, or family, this person could be jealous of that because they want to be closer to you, and they see you getting closer to other people, giving other people attention, and they might be jealous of that. I don't know. I feel like somebody could maybe be, I don't know why I want to say like attention seeking in a way, or maybe wanting to fit in too much, something like that. But that's what I have you out for. Let me know how this resonates down in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.